Hello and welcome. I'm Michael, and we're here today to interview Barbara Stepp in regards to a Dave Dobson Other Than Conscious Communication Fun Shop being held here in the Chicagoland area October 24th through the 28th. How are you doing today?
Good, thank you.
Could you tell us a little bit about the Fun Shop here in Chicago?
Yes, the Fun Shop itself is limited to 20 people. The important thing to realize is that we work with people one-on-one, and you learn all the skills, the techniques, and the exercises with my personal attention helping you as Dave Dobson's heir apparent and as the person who's carrying on his work officially. You also have the opportunity to do a tremendous amount of exercises with your participants, your fellow participants, so that you can get the experience of the learning, not just the left-right part. You'll be able to use it, you'll be able to apply it and use it in any area that you choose. And for those who are interested in attending this Chicago 5-day Fun Shop, if you register before September the 1st, then you will receive an early bird discounted tuition. You can also check out our website at excelquest.com.
Very, very nice. Well, while we're on the subject, could you tell us a little bit about you and your background?
Okay. I am the oldest master trainer of NLP and DHE in the world. And I do NLP trainings, of course, in DHE. And even longer than that is my career in hypnosis. I've been a hypnotherapist for 40 years. Later in life, I became the life and professional partner of Dr. David Dobson, and he groomed me and prepared me to carry on his work. For that reason, we are teaching wherever we can, as much as we can, other than conscious communication and no-fault psychology.
Could you tell us a little bit about Dr. Dave Dobson?
Yes. Dave was a clinical psychologist, a PhD. He was a psychotherapist. He was a hypnotherapist, and his career covered over 50 years. He was also the father, is the father and creator of Other Than Conscious Communication and No-Fault Psychology. Now, just for a moment, I'd like to read, because I want to get it accurate, I'd like to read some comments of Richard Bandler from a foreword he wrote for one of Dave's books. And here's what he says. Dave was the most natural and gifted hypnotherapist I've ever met. I am so glad Barbara is bringing David's work to the general public, because his views are profound in his grasp of the unconscious processes of thought and communication. He was a living legend, and he still remains a legend to this day. For that reason, people like Richard Bandler, who had over a 30-year friendship with Dave, and people like Tony Robbins actually paid Dave, invited him in as a guest speaker to teach his concepts and his grasp about how the mind actually worked.
Can you tell us a little bit now about Other Than Conscious Communication?
Yes, I'll quote Dave in one respect. Dave said that other than conscious communication sums up the phenomena of hypnosis. Now, on the other hand, we communicate in two ways. It's generally accepted that we communicate consciously and we communicate unconsciously, which Dave and I prefer to refer to as other than conscious, because it seems to be more respectful. So, conscious communication is our language, the words we use. Other than conscious communication is everything else. Everything else. Small children operate comfortably using the other than conscious mind. Before they even begin to speak, they pay attention to their parents, to their other than conscious communication. For example, if I say to you, okay, Mikey, I want you to sit down right here in this chair, and you do, you've followed my other than conscious communication. Now, I go over here and I say, good job, Mikey. You don't pay attention to the words, you watch the other than conscious communication. Right? So that's what it is. And when we learn things, like driving, sometimes it's a little difficult at first to learn to drive, to get all the steps together, but once we learn it, what do? We relegate it to our other than conscious mind. So most of our life, we're going through other than consciously.
Okay. So what is a fun shop?
Many people call their seminars or workshops. Dave preferred to call it a fun shop because he believed learning should be fun, and it always is fun. Within the fun shop, you learn his concept of how the mind works and how simple it really is. You learn about other than conscious communication, how to use it for oneself and for others as well. In the fun shop, you learn other than conscious communication, no-fault psychology. We teach, we demonstrate. You get the opportunity to utilize the skills and the techniques that you get within the fun shop with your fellow participants. So it's very, very experiential, very much so. It's about being in the experience of learning rather than trying to do it left-brained, which rarely works.
Who should come to a fun shop, or who would it benefit?
I'm going to go back to one of Richard's comments. And he says, David had much to offer those of us interested in the power of the mind and the power of communication. So, that would mean anyone and everyone, whether you're in business, whether you're a doctor, a therapist, whether you're a teacher, you're in education, whether you just want to improve your relationship, or you just want it to use for ourselves, which Dave highly recommended as the first step in utilizing it. It doesn't matter, you can apply it to every area of your life.
I want to say thank you very much. We look forward to talking and hearing more from you later on. Have a good day.